Welcome back to a quick overview of Evernote. Today we're going to be going over the mental state of flow, how to enter into it so that you can gain the most information and accomplish a project through using your Evernotes. Today we're actually not even going to open Evernote, but instead we're going to be talking about how to use this flow, which correlates with your Evernotes. I have created a visual picture to help us understand the mental state of flow. The definition of this is a mental state of operation in which a person performs an action fully immersed in the feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment. All of us have been in this state when you feel like you're completely in that project, like the rest of the world has disappeared and all that exists is you and your task in front of you. In order to get to this state of flow, there's a few things that you have to go through first. You need to have your environment set up. For me, I have to have my music. I have to have the right upbeat mindset. That leads into your mental setup. Once you have your environment set up well, then you can have the mental state of, this is where I'm at, I'm here to accomplish this, everything else is taken out of your mind and you're focused on the project at hand. Then you need to face that emotional setup. This is where you face the inner critic, the self-doubt of, can I actually accomplish this task? Do I need to do something else instead? This is where you overcome that, what if I can't do this? Once you've gone through all three of these stages, you can enter into that state of flow and accomplish your task. But let's be realistic. We don't always have the time to go through each and every one of these steps, and often they can be tedious and large. In order to cut down on this ramp time going up to flow, you can make placeholdings. Placeholdings is cutting down on the ramp flow by dividing the activities into projects and tasks, as we talked about in previous videos. The benefits of this is, one, you have less interruptions. You don't have to accomplish the entire activity at one time because you've broken it into smaller tasks that can be accomplished as time is available. Second, you can get feedback. You can send these little tiny chunks of a task or a project to people to get feedback from. By giving them the smaller chunks, you allow them to give you more feedback so that you have more to work with by the time you actually accomplish your project. And also, it keeps them from being overwhelmed. If you give them a large project to look over, then they're going to be consumed. But if you give them small chunks at a time, then they can glance over it and give you their feedback. Third, it will allow you to accomplish a task in any span of time. You don't have to lock yourself in the cave for 3 days. If you have 30 minutes, you can work on one of the smaller tasks. If you've got an afternoon, you can tackle one of the larger ones. It allows you to enter this state of flow no matter the time span that you have. Fourth, it allows you to connect other projects. If you take an entire activity and you accomplish it as a whole, then you have one whole activity. But if you cut it into projects and into tasks, often you'll find that those projects and those tasks connect with other activities that you're also accomplishing. That way, when you finish a project, you can actually put it in 2 different places and be accomplishing 2 activities at once. Now, often you will reach this place of a mental block, this flow block, where you just can't get the creative juices flowing. What you need to do in these situations is look at your problem, your project, from different angles. Try writing it out. Try drawing it out. Try taking the ideas that are in your mind and putting them into words or pictures. How about you present it? Perform in front of an audience. Get some people together and ask if they'll let you pitch this idea to them. Teach it. This is great because what you have to do when you teach something is take all the mental knowledge you have and condense it into a lesson that makes sense. Also, you could try selling it. Try to convince someone that your idea is worth them investing their time or their money into. By going through these steps and by cutting these large activities into projects and tasks, you'll be able to enter into this state of flow which will allow you to create amazing projects without overwhelming yourself. If you found this beneficial, or if you have any tips and tricks on how I can use Evernote or the State of Flow, please give me a shout out. I'd love to hear how you guys are using these activities and these projects. You guys keep being awesome.